Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pulls it in. It's Pauling. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down coming up. On the run, it's Malusi. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the quick game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
All right, nice gain on 3rd down there. Know you didn't get the first down. Now It's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Toss to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Anthony. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
And just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Red pass hits complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
From the gun, running back on the move. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Badgers are rolling down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. Wide out in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires on the move. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll go to the ground. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up. They're looking to pass from the red zone.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Hampton. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit, trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense there lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Hampton. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
The give to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brings up second down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give is to Williams. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hampton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Northern Illinois 3, Wisconsin 0.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He'll throw on third down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's complete, a huge pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
Wisconsin.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Fires left. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Third down coming.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And now the hit knocks it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Wisconsin 24, Northern Illinois 16.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Give to Brown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To the air, it's Hampton. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Paulin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Throwing right. Fires into traffic, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
4th down coming up.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up Second down.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Wisconsin, 24. Northern Illinois, 16.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Back to pass, it's Van Dyke. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pauly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On the screen. Gain of 4. Second down coming up.
Here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Gain of 2. Third down coming.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Takes the handoff. It's Malusi. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Trying to surge it in. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
On first down from their own 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna let it fly, and it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes trouble. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker, so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.